Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about stacking. I mentioned stacking here in my last video on tips that makes things go much faster in the game, that makes you save time. And I mentioned how I've stacked like my rustics for like a potential rustic task. Right now I can't put anything else onto this queue, but I want to show you some of the other things. So I have a bunch of different products that I stack, and I often go with the blueberry muffin, though the bakery can hold several different items. And let me just find the list where I can see, because it's blueberry muffins, and the reason why I take the blueberry muffins is because it's less than some of the other things. For example, one of the other things you can stack is the raspberry muffin, which takes 25, and the blackberry muffin takes 20. And then you can also stack cookies, potato bread, and fruity de mer. And I think cookie, potato bread, and fruity de mer is more difficult to stack because of the ingredients it takes. The cookies takes brown sugar, the potato bread takes butter, and fruity de mer takes fish and I believe something else. I can't remember the ingredients right now. Let me just check. Also lobster and cheese. So that's 3 items you need to have stacked a lot of, because you have to stack 29 fruity de mer. Yeah, for me, I actually use Rose to help me stacking. I make her collect 10 goat milk so I can stack goat cheese. I get her to collect 30 milk and 20 eggs, because 20 eggs is a good amount for me to get stacking. So I'm already like completely stacked on this one too. So I go up next to the pie oven, where I am stacking the pumpkin pie. And for this, let me go down the list. I just need to stack 13, but I like to go all out, so I have like potential to take 2 of the same, and also just a lot of stacks to sell after the derby. For the pie oven, you can also stack carrot pie and feta pie and eggplant parmesan, but I don't have the right level for that one yet. And the feta pie also requires the goat cheese, and it's just more difficult. So as you can see here, also noted, you do have to have your barn full. Mine is actually overstacked right now, so you don't collect anything from it. And the reason why I don't have to worry about collecting anything as I put onto it is because I have Rose to help with the eggs. I don't have any eggs in my barn myself, so I can just put on and don't worry about it. So I'm running out of raspberries, so I just need to collect some more. And let me see, now my cherry trees are not done yet. But it's also a good idea to make sure you have a good amount of these ingredients that you will need. And for the cake oven, there's also other options. I also just choose the red berry because it's just the easiest for me. The other option is the carrot cake, which requires butter. And the last one is the pineapple cake, which is also a good option as it doesn't require anything else but egg, but it's also a lot of pineapples and wheat. So that's why I just take the red berry cake, even though it also requires milk. But I have plenty of milk, as you saw. The next one is the coffee kiosk, and I am not sure if there's any. No, hot chocolate is the only thing you can stack here, so I also just go all out. And the reason why I can keep collecting or keep stacking here is because I also use Ernest, and he produces all the cream and the sugar I need. So I just take from his stack, and I don't have anything in my own barn. And I'll just do one more because I do need to save some cream and sugar for other things. Now Sushi is a different story because none of them can have fish and soy sauce, and you need to prepare this well because sushi requires 12. So you need to have at least 12 fish and 12 soya before starting to stack. You can always fill up with the rice again, but you also have to remember you need a lot of rice. But as I stack here, let's go up to my barn. You can see that now I'm not full. So instead of keep stacking, I need to refill my barn, and then I can do the same again. And I have to do this until I'm happy with the amount that I've stacked. I usually do it so I have 30 rice left, so I can plant them and restack again. You can also overstack your barn by fishing individual fish. So you don't have to keep collecting like this, but it also requires you to have enough fishing spots open to overfill your barn enough. One of the other things I do for stacking is the olive oil, because that's the only thing I have access to on the sauce maker for now. As the other thing will be the lemon curd and the olive dip, and I won't have them until the next level. But you also just need to have a lot of olives on hand. That is why I'm actually planting a lot of them, so I can have like a good amount of olives on hand, and then I usually sell the rest for profit. For the sewing machine, or the loom, you have two options, either the sweater or the blue woolly hats, and I this time chose the blue woolly hats. I usually go with the sweater so I can do a combo task with this one, but we tried to even out the stack, and I saw that not a lot of people had chosen the blue woolly hat, so I decided to go with this time. This is another thing where you have to recollect to fill your barn again. And I just do it with the sheeps, and then I move over to the pigs when I don't have any more sheeps left to collect from. This also makes it easier for me to just keep having full accessible. So now you can see I move over to the pigs. I'll just leave it with 5 for now. One of the things I find a bit difficult to prepare for is the cotton shirts, because you need to stack a lot of them for this task. You need to stack 20, so that means you have to have 40 cotton fabric ready before. I actually used a baby farm for this, so I actually produce all the cotton fabric here. I only plant cotton, so I always can give myself some more cotton fabric for the stacking. So what I do is actually put them up by 2. So when I go back to my old farm and go down to, let's just make sure that I'm full. I am full. I'll put 2 in. I'll go to my baby farm, and I'll buy 2, go back, put 2 more in, and buy 2 again. This way I'm full, and I have more cotton fabric for next time. For the candles, you also have to make sure you keep producing enough beeswax for stacking. Though the candles are easy to stack for, you have the option between the strawberry and the raspberry candle, and the strawberry only takes 11 and the raspberry takes 12. So what I do is of course put 1 in, collect some bacon, more in, and more bacon. But I don't need to put too many of these because I already did a good amount of stacking. This is the only machine I feel comfortable to stack 2 things on. For the soup kitchen, I don't have anything I can stack yet. Let me go down and see what can be stacked at soup. I believe it's high level items. Let me just find it. Soup kitchen, you can stack the bell pepper soup, the broccoli soup, and the mushroom soup. But that's higher level than I am, so that's not something I can do. And I'm not sure about the salad bar. With the salad bar, you can stack summer rolls and the and the salad and the mushroom salad, and those are high level too. For the sandwich maker, you can do the cucumber sandwich and the goat cheese toast. I think here it would be easier to do the cucumber sandwich, but you also have to prepare bread for that. There's nothing for my jam maker yet. I think there is on a higher level, but I'm not sure because I haven't really looked into that. But no, there's actually nothing here. And for the tea stand, when you... Oh yeah, this is the coffee maker. I don't have the tea stand yet, but there is milk tea, honey tea, orange tea, and mint tea. For the sugar mill, it's a good thing to have Ernest running for you in the daytime, so he can fill you up with the sugars you need. And then at night I put up syrup, so I can have syrup stacked. You need 17 syrups for a task. For fudge, I am using Ernest again because he produces sugar and butter for me, so I can just fill up without worrying about collecting. And then for ice cream, there is different ice creams to stack again. I usually go with the vanilla ice cream for a combo task, but this time I chose the sesame because a lot of people had already chosen the vanilla ice. So here I also get the use for Ernest, where I have him producing cream and brown sugar, so I can just fill up without worrying. Juice is some of the easiest ones to stack because it doesn't require anything from the barn. I usually go with tomato juice, though there are different ones. You can do apple, tomato, and pineapple, and watermelon. The apple only requires 3, the tomato juice requires 17, pineapple juice requires 25, and the same for watermelon. So they are the higher ones. I like to do tomato, as that is also a combo task later on. And also I just find it more easier and more profitable to sell. So here I'm just filling up all the way. For the popcorn machine, I find that I usually go with chili popcorn, but I wanted to challenge myself this time and do honey. And it's actually a bigger challenge than just that, because not only am I using honey for the honey popcorn, I'm also doing lobster skewers. So here I need the lobster tail and honey too. And that also takes 2 from my barn, so I need to refill again. And I think that's everything for my stacking potential. There is a smoothie maker, but you have to do either green smoothie, cucumber smoothie, or the yogurt or the mixed smoothie. Actually, the smoothie maker has a lot. It has green smoothie, cucumber, yogurt smoothie, mixed smoothie, black sesame smoothie, and plum smoothie. And it's a various amounts for stacking here. But that's everything that I can stack. There's also the goat cheese, but as it is for the syrup, I do this overnight so I don't stock up the production from Ernest. So I have a good amount saved before for him before I start stacking, but otherwise the stacking for the other machines becomes very difficult. If you don't have Ernest and Rose going, you will obviously need to have collected a lot of milk and eggs beforehand, and then you can top up. See, I don't collect from the cows or the chicken when I stack because that's Rose's job. And for sugar you will also have to have a lot, and that will make it so you need to refill your barn more than not having them helping you. So that's a video about how I stack, and there is like a whole list of items that we use in our neighborhood. We have a spreadsheet that makes it easier to keep a track of what's getting stacked and like what you need to stack and how much you need to stack. So if you want to do that yourself, you can see like what tasks comes up. Like for example, the production task here for the tea, you can see you need 22, and then you just like maybe make your own list and put it on. I know this is like our list, so I'm not gonna share it, but it gives you an idea of what kind of things you can stack, how much it requires. For the flower machine, you can stack the rustics, or you can stack the bride bouquet. Ideally, I did want to try the bride bouquet, but I didn't have enough iron and all the other things to start doing that. But maybe in the future I want to challenge myself to do that. So I hope this gives you an idea on how I prepare for Derby, because I just fully stack up my machines with one product. You can do more if you feel comfortable with that. Then you just have to make a track of what you use, and what you have been stacking. Make sure to keep count, because there's nothing worse than having stacked almost the right amount and then haven't, and you have everything else stacked on top, and you just have to ruin those stacks. So make sure that if you stack more than one product, that you make sure you have the right amount. So yeah, that's why I just do one, because I'm horrible at keeping track. So I'll just fill out the machine with one thing until it says that the queue is full. So yeah, I hope this gives you an idea to stack, and it might help you stacking, because that's how I do it. I literally can't run my farm without Rose and Ernest. But if that's not something you do, there is also ways to do it without them. You just have to refill your barn more and prepare more, or make more use of other farms. So yeah, it can be really recommended that you maybe have other farms. For example, for the sushi stack, you need a lot of soya, and if you start stacking other things on your sauce maker, then you need to have a good deal of soy sauce before. But yeah, if you have any questions towards stacking, or you have any tips or ideas, please put them in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can get more tips videos. And if you like the video, please give it a like. And yeah, until next time, happy farming!